Hello, my fellow mathematician. Welcome to our study. We are looking at cubic equation. This is the standard form of cubic equation. A x power 3 plus b x power 2 plus cx plus d, where a, b, c, and d are all constant. Our focus today it is factorizing the cubic equation by long division. Now, this method, it involves two stages or two processes. First of all, the first process, it is when by now you consider the factors of this last constant, the factors of d, and our d in this case is 6. So the factors of d could be plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, and finally you have plus or minus 6. So out of all these possibilities, you use trial and error method to see the one which is a factor, to see the one which is a factor of this equation. So we can begin by using x. We can start by trying x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1. Here you can see x here you will have 1 plus 6 plus 11 plus 6. That cannot of course give you 0. What about if we try x is equal to negative 1? So we substitute here, you will have negative 1 cubic plus 6 into bracket negative 1 squared plus 11 into bracket negative 1 plus 6. Let us see whether it satisfies this equation. Negative 1 cubic is negative 1, plus negative 1 squared is 6 times is 1. 1 times 6 is 6. Negative 1 times 11, this one will give you negative 11 plus 6. What is it equal to? Now, negative 1 plus 6 is 5. 5 minus 11 is negative 11 plus, negative 5 negative 1 plus 6 is 5. 5 minus 11 is negative 6. Negative 6 plus 6 is 0. Meaning that now 0 is equal to 0. So x is equal to negative 1 is a factor. So that is the first thing. Once you get the first factor, which now will be x plus 1, you are going to use the method, the long division method. You write your equation here, x cubic plus 6x squared plus 11 plus 6. The method requires you to divide this. So you ask yourself, which number can you multiply with this factor here, x plus 1, to get x cubic? Of course, in this case, it is x squared. So you have x squared times x will give us x cubic. X squared times 1 will give us x squared. So the next thing is to eliminate the next thing. Now we eliminate the x cubic. How can we x cubic here? We can eliminate it by subtraction. So x cubic minus x cubic will give us 0. 6x squared minus x will give us 5x squared. 5x squared, then you drop here you have 11x. This one here, this is 11x. So you drop this 11x there plus 11x. So the next thing, you ask yourself, what can you now multiply with this factor here, x plus 1, to get 5x squared? It is plus 5x. Plus 5x. So 5x times x will give us 5x squared. 5x times 1 will give us 5x times 1 will give us 5x. So the next level, you also eliminate these two by subtracting. So 5x minus 5x will give us 0. 11x minus 5x will give us 6x. So the next thing now, we drop 6 down here with the sign. So plus 6. So you ask yourself, what can you multiply with x plus 1 to get 6x? It is 6 plus 6. So 6 times x is 6x. It will give us 6x plus 6 times 1 will give us 6. You subtract this. Of course, when you 6x minus 6x is 0, then you have 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So now, up to that level, we have found that our factors, you have x cubic plus 6x squared plus 11x plus 6 is equal to 0. So we have found our factors is x plus 1 and this quadratic equation here, which is x squared plus 5x plus 6, which is equal to 0. Now, so the next thing now, the quadratic equation can be factorized. And we are going to factorize this quadratic equation. So we will have x plus 1 into bracket. You have x multiplied by x. So you ask yourself, what are two numbers which when you multiply you get 6 and when you want you get 5? So those numbers, it is 2 and 3. So the sign will be positive because it is positive 2 and a positive 3. Since 2 plus 3 is 5 and 2 times 3 is 6. So that is how we use long division to factorize cubic equation. So the first thing, we use trial and error to get the first factor. Once you have got the first factor, now you use the long division as we have shown here to get your factors. Now once you have get your factors, of course you can get the value of x. So because it is cubic, our x has three solutions, -1, -2, and finally -3. Those are the three possible solutions for x in this instance. Always you can check whether your answer are correct. For example, when x is equal to -1, you substitute here, so you will have -x minus 1. Let us check that one here. So you have -1 plus 1, substituting here, x plus 2, x plus 3. So -1 plus 1 will give us 0. 0 times x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 3. Any number multiplying by 0 will give us 0, meaning that now x is equal to -1 is the solution of our quadratic of our cubic equation. Similarly, when x is equal to -2 or -3, you can see clearly from here that x -2 plus 2 is 0. So when you multiply this number by 0, the result will be 0. Also, when x is equal to -3, -3 plus 3 is 0. 0 times these values will give you 0. So thanks so much for watching this video on using long division to factorize and solve the cubic equation. Other methods, you can find them in my channel, which you can use to get the factors of cubic equation. Bye bye. See you next time as we continue learning algebra.